Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Donna Dreams. It is your lady Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe if this video resonates with you. This is a pick a card reading concerning messages from your deceased mothers or either grandmothers or great grandmothers, whichever you prefer. Give me 1 second. Let me turn this down a bit. Yes, whichever you prefer. So if you want to connect to a grandmother who is passed on to the ancestral realm, or if you have a mother that's in the ancestral realm and you would like to receive a message from her. So for first thing foremost, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. I am doing this because some people, don't have their mothers here in the living. So we like to pay respect to them, even in the other realm. Okay. So I already kind of have the cards laid out because I said, well, it's going to take a lot of time if I'm going to be shuffling. So I wanted to go ahead and get things laid out, but I haven't really viewed anything yet. So I will be revealing this with you. How I have it set up today, follow along with me. I have 3 cards. So we're going to do the card pick. And I love doing the image pick because you can really see like what your energy is drawn to. So let's start out with the first one. And it doesn't have to exactly, resemble your grandmother or mother, but just what gives you the closest energy to that spirit. I like this one because it says the child and the mother. Which photo is something that really draws you in? Okay. And one more time. And I'm sorry, this is number 3, just for reference. Okay, so this is 1, 2, and number 3. All right, so if you have chosen which one you are drawn to, we're going to go ahead and get the reading started. We're going to start out with pile 1. Okay, let's see, what are their messages to you? For those of you who chose this one right off the bat, the reason I was very drawn to this card is because this looks like, that hardworking mother or grandmother who just doesn't really complain about a lot of things they've really pushed during their lifetime, kept a smile on their face, might have had a couple of kids, well, many kids, maybe many kids, many grandkids, that type of energy. It's a strong mothering energy in this picture for me. So let's see what this mother and or grandmother has to say. What is their messages to you? If you have been praying to them or you have been talking to them, they do hear you. Okay, bring something that they really like. If you have an altar, this is if you have an ancestor altar. If you don't, it doesn't matter. You still want to either bring them some coffee, something that they really like to eat. Maybe you eat it with them, their favorite food, something like that. It shows that the memory of them comes up through the stuff that you do. And they're also saying in this picture, don't be sad because their energy is always around. Hmm. Oh, I didn't lay out these cards too. Okay. So the main thing that I see from this one, which is interesting, is the Lover's card here. So for those of you who have met somebody, they do approve of this person. That ain't all of you, because some of you know you need to let go of that toxic person. So I'm not talking to you if you got toxic in your life, okay? But this is somebody that this ancestor definitely approves of. It's somebody that's going to basically be a protector to you because they're showing this protective energy. This is also a symbol of them showing you that they love you, they care about you, they still think about you. But I also see this as either seeing you at one day a wedding or something like that, like they will be with you during that process. But they acknowledge the person that you're with. Hmm. Okay, it says they see you as being very empathic. Okay, they see you as someone who picks up on a lot of energy. So it's best for you to be very careful with how you exert your energy to other people. They see that a lot of people may ask you for help. And I guess that's just the same story with this person. They're saying don't drain yourself with trying to help everything, trying to do everything. Don't drain yourself doing that. Okay? They see that you can be very indecisive, but it looks like you have the answer to what you seek. Because they say you have trouble with making decisions, but they want you to be a leader. The main reason that you have trouble making decisions is because you may be afraid of judgment from other people. You may be afraid to step outside the box. It's almost like, I think about, I don't know why this example coming to my head, but I'm gonna give an example of a person that wants to be a singer or a rapper, and they're, up in age or something like that. So they feel like, oh, why would I come out and do this now? Why would I try to pursue my dreams now? Is it too late? They're saying it's not too late. Don't be indecisive about the things that you choose to do with your life. Stand tall in your decisions. Hmm. They want you to let go of things that no longer serve you. And they see some good things coming to you within some months. Yeah, because you got let go, it will come back in time. And then you also have old flame has not died out yet. So I take that two ways. One, in the way of you pursuing your dreams, no matter, how old you feel you are, or how, many years down the line it's been since you picked up that dream. If it's still a dream for you, they want you to pursue it. They don't want you living, a life where you're not really pursuing the things that you want to do. I also see this as for some of you who are holding on to either old friends that no longer are kind of in alignment with you, or either old situations, because this ancestor is showing, no matter what, phase you are picking this reading. So you may be the person that's already married, or you could be the person that's very single and that you're going to meet somebody. But regardless, they're showing that somebody's there for you. Somebody's going to come into your life, or at least this ancestor sees that. Another thing I want to address here, they say be careful with travel. This is not really a time for travel anyway, if depending on when you're watching this reading during the pandemic. But they're showing travel problems. They want you to be very careful. They see a good future for you. Long as you move in the right directions, they do see a changeable future. So you want to move with carefulness, especially with finances, with the things that you do. Just be very, very careful. Okay. It's not to say, don't do anything. It's just, move with awareness, move with looking down. That means being very observative of everything that's going on around you. And be careful with travel during this time. Mm. Last but not least, for this, I also see aggressive tide. They want you to kind of get in control of your emotions, especially if you have been thinking about this ancestor and you have been mourning the loss. They kind of want you to be uplifted, okay? There are a lot of good things that are going to come your way, and it's going to be sent through this ancestor, and you're going to know it, okay? But they're showing aggressive tide here. So what this represents is, number one, you already pick up on a lot of energy that's around you, but you also pick up on energy so strongly that it can start affecting you and your life. This ancestor seems very easygoing. No matter what they're going through, they still continue to put a smile on their face. So it's not to say ignore your pain, but don't let, pain and negative energy weigh you down. That is all I'm seeing for this one. So I'm going to thank this ancestor for coming through. And we're going to move on to the next one. That was the first one. We'll close that gate. Let's go and move on to the second one for those of you who chose this photo of the mother and child. This photo, if you chose this one, this gives the energy of somebody that was around you when you were a child. They might have raised you. They may have been, very protective over you. And like I said, this can apply to grandmother or the actual mother. But for a lot of you, this is going to be an actual mother, or at least a mother figure, so to speak. Let's see what this ancestor has to say to you at this time. Okay, they got some interesting messages on this one. Okay. So let's get into this. So the first thing this ancestor is pointing to, it says good luck and protection. So as they were watching over you in this realm, they are still watching over you in the spirit realm as well. Pay attention to the animals that you see that come around you. Those are signs. I always take butterflies, birds, cats, anything like that that comes around you as a sign, because it may just be out of nowhere. You'll be like, well, what is this cat doing here? Or what is this bird just sitting on my doorstep for? Whatever, pay attention to the little things, because I feel like that's a symbol. Anything that symbolizes protection, that is when this ancestor shows up. So again, it's not going to be as scary as, somebody standing over you, over your bed. It doesn't have to be like that. They may come through in other forms. But they're showing good luck and protection. So they pretty much give you advice. They're still giving you advice in the other realm. And they actually do come to you in dreams, because you got pleasant dreams and good health. That represents they want you to prosper. They want you to go for everything that you wanted to go for in life. This person, this ancestor is saying, you know what? You got my genes. The sky is the limit. So that's the good thing, because they see long life in you and pleasant dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. Now, again, they may not just show up in a dream, because a lot of people think that might happen. It can. It happened to me, but it can take a lot of energy for an ancestor to just show up full body. So they may come to you in messages. So just pay attention and write down certain things that you find significant, and start looking up the meaning of those dreams, because that could be a message from them. Another thing I see here is them looking at your journey, looking at how far you have come and how far you're going to continue to go. They don't see any setbacks for you, so you should not see them for yourself. They want you to do some reflection upon that, because they see you in growth. And a lot of times when I see the card of growth, it represents a person that doesn't see themselves growing, because a lot of times we don't see how far we have actually come until we look at, the past. So they want you to do some reflection on how far you have come and appreciate that. And again, how far you're going to continue to go. Right here, you have haters in the building. And this card represents you are supposed to be in a position of power. And I keep hearing strongly descendant. So there was a lot of things passed down to you through this ancestor, whether it was cooking, I don't know, storytelling, whatever it might have been. Okay, this ancestor is communicating that they passed some things down to you directly. And one of those things was being a leader. So this is a communication of other people are watching you. So make sure that you keep your head held high. They communicate that not everybody wants to see you do good, but they want to see you do good. So don't let other things and interferences get in the way of your progress. They see you looking at a lot of the bad things that went on with you, okay? And when I say bad, I don't mean literally, because nothing really is good or bad, but it's just like the negative things that you could be thinking about instead of your growth. Focus on your growth. That's what matters. They see you doing deep reflections in places that are going to kind of pull you down the deep end, okay? They want you to remain balanced, knowing that, you got it, This card represents someone who has masculine and feminine energy, and we all have it. Sometimes it's out of balance, but we all have it. It's not versus male versus female. It's feminine energy and masculine energy. Our feminine energy denotes to us when we are being nurturing, caring about our ideas, seeing things through. Our masculine energy is like we got to get up and go get it. We are encouraged. We're using our creative insight. So they're telling you to remain balanced. Keep your energy balanced. That means that if you have a creative idea, you also need to balance that out with some feminine energy, meaning taking things slow and watching things progress in your life. So it's important for you to remain balanced. Another thing I'm seeing here, now this is not a bad thing, but I will say with this, let me see, because this deals with relationships. And it seems like, well, this is, the women, so they may talk about relationships. I know mothers and things like that, they do get in your relationship a little bit, okay? That's what I was seeing. Okay. So for some of you, this is not everybody, all right, but we got to put out the messages for the people that it might be for too. Be careful. That's what I was hearing actually. Be careful when it comes to your relationships. And they also want to say you're going to reach all of your goals. Don't look at other people and say, well, I'm never going to get there. When is it going to be my turn? It's definitely going to be your turn soon. So don't worry about comparing yourself to other people. You're on your own journey. Okay, that's what they want to say. But this represents toxic energy. So be careful who you involve yourself in a relationship with. If you know something isn't good for you, release it. And this doesn't just, because this is also representation of business partners too, but it can be relationships, it can be business partners, it can be friends. Don't allow something to come in and disturb your peace, because they're showing that you're kind of going into a different direction. So don't let them come in and start disrupting your peace, because they're showing you may do things to try to feel something or feel good, but that ain't always the answer. It's basically like having that toxic friend around, but she loved to drink, and you like, what, I want to turn up the night. Sometimes it ain't good to do that, because that friend can lead you back down some toxic energy that you don't need in your life. So rather this be friend or relationship, just be mindful of the people that you have, because they're showing temporary relationships. So you want to be mindful of the people that you have in your space, because some people are only here for a season. Okay, so that is her message, and we're going to move it along. We thank this ancestor for coming through. Last but definitely not least, we have this ancestor who represents a mother or a grandmother, even great grandmother if you want to do that. So those of you who chose number 3, I was drawn to this image because she does give me a lot of elder energy. And I wouldn't even assume she's that old, but she definitely gives a lot of elder energy. Someone who has a lot of pride. So let's see. Someone who has a lot of pride, someone who's very proud. Let's see what this ancestor has to say. And it seems like this ancestor has been trying to get your attention. So let's see. Ooh, okay. All right, so a couple of things we're noticing here, okay? So they want you to cheer up. Sadness. So this may be stuff that people don't really get to see, but this ancestor sees that, all right? Then you have this rash boy card that represents like things go wrong and you're just ready to just throw in the towel. Sometimes you get mad, and that's okay. But they don't want you to harbor in sadness or keeping your frequency low, because you have losing faith and depleting energy. But one thing I always say about this card is, if you ever have something that is, if you're losing faith, that's losing energy. That means you're depleting your energy. But not only that, I don't always feel like the source of your depleting energy is just coming from you. It also comes from the things that you're encountering. Because it's just like if you eat fruits every day, your vibration is going to be high. If you eat a lot of meat, 9 times out of 10, your frequency is going to be a little bit lower. Okay? It's nothing wrong with eating meat, but you definitely have to have a lot of balance when you're doing that, because it can be something that contributes to making your energy low. So you need to bring your energy up. That's what this ancestor is saying. Bring your energy up. And I feel like this is an ancestor that you might not have, been feeling like you've been communicating for a while, but they're there. Another thing you have is avoiding problems. Avoiding problems, the things that you feel underneath. You have, I don't recall the last time I took advice from anyone. So some of you may need a reading or something like that to balance out your energy. Okay. Somebody to tell you that everything's going to be okay. And it looks like it says spiritual growth, new gift. So you're spiritually developing on this plane. And there are going to be some things that you're actually going to encounter or see. So your spiritual gifts are going to get heightened. This ancestor wants you to come down. They want you to focus. Focus on the things that you really have put your energy into. Don't give up on things that haven't gone right with you, or you've given up because it ain't manifesting fast enough for you. Don't give up on your dreams, is what this ancestor is saying. Let's go down here. Yeah, they're telling you to be patient. I'm also seeing for some of you, and I don't know how, if the kid thing is out the door all the way, but like I said, I'm going to pinpoint messages for everybody that I see. So for some of you, there's going to be a child, okay, a child coming in. This ancestor is going to be right there during this whole process, because I'm seeing a baby here, a baby here, and a baby here. Okay, so yeah, those of you who ain't trying to have kids, you know what to do. But this ancestor sees, but this also represents prosperity. You just kind of have to be patient for it. You have to wait on it. Be patient and wait for prosperity to happen, because they see a lot of abundance that's going to come in for you. So this represents things being built like a business, but you just got to give it time. You just got to give it time. If you already have a business, it's probably going to be something new that's going to come into your life that's going to be more beneficial to you. They're saying use your ancestral wisdom to unmask confusion. Don't feel like things are just trying to get the best of you. Be careful with who you give your energy to, and I want to say who you talk to. Don't tell everybody your plans, because a lot of people just kind of gossip a little bit surrounding you. And I don't try to go into all the negatives, because gossip is gossip, but it's showing that basically sometimes your plans can be changed, or something happens to disrupt your plans because you may be giving too much of your information out to people that you just really need to keep it to yourself. So keep things to yourself. Let things manifest. Let things have time to actually come to life before you start spreading it everywhere to everybody else. Okay? Because somebody sending negative energy can manifest something to where you're blocked. They also feel that you need to give some time to yourself. And Mother Goddess energy, that's this one right here, Mother Goddess. She wants to give you all the love and the attention that you need, okay? But this represents that you need to spend more time on self, do some self-reflection. That means, I know right now we can't go out and go shopping or nothing like that. I normally suggest that, just treat yourself. Remember yourself. Don't let yourself go. Enjoy your life this time around, okay? Because this ancestor is already ascended, so they're here to guide you and on your path. They see a lot of emotions that's gonna really, you're gonna have to deal with. Stop covering things up. And if it's concerning this ancestor is okay. They want to see you live your life. They want to see you prosper. And they actually see that you will. No matter your frustrations, they see that you will conquer. It's just about being patient. You're going to be receiving a lot of ancestral wisdom. So that means a lot of things are going to come to you in the form of wisdom. Somebody might be wanting to give you some advice. You might be encouraged to read some books, tap into the past. You may be encouraged to do a lot of things. I'm seeing some spiritual growth. Okay, so that's interesting. But all right, so that is the reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. If you would like to book a reading, DonnaDreams.com, and peace out. And happy Mother's Day. Peace out.